The last video ended in the Belcher Islands of the Hudson Bay. I am picking up the alignment on the east central shore of the Hudson Bay at Inukjuak. My name is Michelle Gibson. Inukjuak is in the Nord du Quebec region of northern Quebec on the western side of what is called the Angava Peninsula in the Nunavik Administrative District of Quebec. According to its mayor, Inukjuak means big person or giant person in the Inuktitut language. Two things stand out for me with this information. The first is that the written form of Inuktitut is a pictographic script. Pictographic script is one where a picture or symbol stands for a word or group of words. Egyptian hieroglyphs are an example of a pictographic script. The second thing is that Inukjuak's meaning is interesting to me. There is plenty of documentation in newspapers and photographs from the 1800s of the discovery of giant skeletons. The information about these discoveries was then subsequently removed from our conventional history, including giant's bones in displays that went missing. Inukjuak is situated on the Hudson Bay. Note the flat stone surface on the shore in the foreground on the top, compared with this one at Lake Thunderbird outside of Norman, Oklahoma on the bottom. Could this represent some form of concrete, perhaps? Concrete is defined as a hard building material made by mixing a cementing material and a mineral aggregate with enough water to cause the cement to set and bind the entire mass. I took this photo last year of what looks like concrete at Tambo Maché, an ancient site located just outside of Cusco, Peru. Back to Inukjuak, which is located at the mouth of the Inukjuak River. The Inuktitut word Inuksuk refers to a human-made stone landmark or cairn. So here's an example of a cairn typical of northern Quebec on the top left, compared with a cairn at Amaromuru near Lake Titicaca in Peru on the bottom left, and this one in Sedona, Arizona on the right. Are people just randomly stacking rocks in geographically diverse places because they feel like it? Or do these serve a purpose unknown to us in the present day? Another example of an Inuksuk is on the Arnaud River of the Angava Peninsula in northern Quebec, called the Hammer of Thor. To give a visual perspective on its size, here's a side-by-side comparison of it with a person. One more thing to think about before I move on from this. Could people of our relative stature today have realistically built all of the monumental architecture around the world? This is Beardshear Hall back on the University of Iowa campus on this alignment in Ames, Iowa, one of countless examples about which I speak. Another example with regards to the massive size of the structure is the Temple of Karnak in Luxor, Egypt. From Inukjuak, the alignment crosses the Angava Peninsula to the Hudson Strait. It passes in the general vicinity of the Pengualit National Park, where the Pengualit crater is found. It is being called a young impact crater of a meteorite. A meteorite impact formed a perfect circle in the landscape. Pictured on the top, Pengualit is one of the deepest lakes in North America, said to be 876 feet or 267 meters deep, and holds some of the purest fresh water in the world. Compared with the Bacalar Cenote Azul on the same circle alignment back in the Yucatan Peninsula, not far from Chetumal, Mexico, said to be 295 feet or 90 meters deep on the bottom. My understanding about the planetary grid system is that it was intentionally created in accordance with sacred geometry, and that everything on it has meaning. When I just now realized that both of these deep circular wells are on peninsulas, I was guided to connect them with Algiers on the world map. While Algiers may not be the third point of what could be an equilateral triangle relationship in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, there does appear to be an isosceles triangle relationship, one where two sides are of equal length between these 3 points. Next on the alignment, we come to the uninhabited Eider Islands in the Hudson Strait. The red triangles indicate the presence of what are called stone beacons, and the blue circles indicate stone longhouses. This is an example of one of the stone longhouses just south of the Eider Islands, found on Pamiak Island. Okpatok Island is close by. It is also uninhabited. It is described as rising out of the water as sheer cliffs. This is a waterfall on Okpatok Island in the Ungava Bay of the Hudson Strait on the left, compared with this waterfall on the Hawaiian island of Molokai in the Pacific Ocean on the right. The alignment crosses the Hudson Strait at the southern end of Baffin Island, across Resolution Island and Frobisher Bay. Baffin Island is part of Nunavut, the newest, largest, and most northerly territory of Canada. Nunavut was separated from the Northwest Territories in 1999. Resolution Island became the site of an American military base starting in 1954. In 1974, it was turned over to the Canadian government and is still in operation as a short-range radar site. Frobisher Bay was named after the English navigator Martin Frobisher, who is said to have been the first European to come to it in 1576. When he was exploring the region to find the Northwest Passage, a sea route believed to exist at that time from the Atlantic Ocean to the Pacific Ocean via the Arctic Ocean. Before I follow the alignment across the Davis Strait of the North Atlantic Ocean to Greenland, I want to show you Mount Thor in the Inukjuak National Park north of Frobisher Bay on the eastern side of Baffin Island. Mount Thor is described as the tallest and steepest cliff in the world, pictured on the left, and for comparison, this is the Matterhorn in the Alps, straddling Switzerland and Italy in Europe. The alignment enters Greenland at Nuuk, the world's northernmost capital city and largest city of Greenland. Greenland is called the world's largest island and is an autonomous constituent country of the Kingdom of Denmark. Its population is predominantly Inuit. They are said to be descended from the Thule people of Greenland. Nuuk is situated at the mouth of the Inukjuak Fjord on what is described as a mountainous peninsula. This is a photo of Old Nuuk with a rocky promontory in the background. And this is a photo of what is called Tasiilaq, or Saddle Mountain, in Inukjuak Fjord. Next on the alignment is Tasiilaq, Greenland. With a population of a little over 2,000, it is the most populous city on the east coast of Greenland. Compare this rocky shoreline in Tasiilaq with the Gold Rock Beach of Lucayan National Park on the southern shore of Grand Bahama Island near Freetown, with the rocky beach of Quebec on Russia's far northern coast on the East Siberian Sea, and the rocky coast of Gypsum in North Korea near the port city of Chongqing. I'm going to end this video here and pick up the alignment in Ólafsvík, Iceland in the next video.